Hello, I'm Adriana. I am a Master SoulPath Teacher and Guide, today with a reading for Aries. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Aries. I'm going to look at a few things, but mostly we're asking for channeled messages from the divine to help you gain more clarity and perspective about your situation and the choices you may have. This, as well as all of my other readings, is meant to empower you with more choice and more information rather than limit you into, a fear-based thinking. This is really for your empowerment. So let's go ahead and see what cards want to come out for you now. All right, connect me to Aries energy, please. What's going on with the situation? Situation, the Hermit. How is Aries responding to this energy? High Priestess. Interesting. Interesting, Aries. Okay. So the Hermit, the situation where you're being asked, and I want to say in a sense, guided or perhaps coerced inward. The Hermit is all about taking time to look inside, taking time to go off by yourself and gain perspective on what's really important. This is a card where you're really looking inside, trying to find your way. And what I think is really interesting, Aries, is you're aligning with that. High Priestess, you are looking inside. You are taking time to try to find what's going on. At the same time, though, I don't feel like you found the answer yet. I still think, I think you're still searching. And the other thing that's interesting is the Hermit is a masculine energy that asks us to kind of hearken back or find the simplicity in our lives. High Priestess is ultra feminine. This is very strong intuition, very strong power, this is divine feminine energy. However, the situation is calling for more of a divine masculine energy. And so I think it's interesting. The Hermit is perhaps inviting you to seek out more information where you're just trying to kind of feel your way through this. And that's why it's maybe not working, because the feeling is only getting you so far. Right now, the Hermit is asking you to really not only look within, but ask questions. It's more of an active, communicative side of the brain. It's the more questioning, logical, verbal, rather than feeling, sensing, watching kind of thing. This is really interesting. Okay, so some advice. What can Aries do? And what is out of Aries' control? Six of Wands. Yeah, this is really interesting, Aries, because, for some of you, you might be, either there's not much going on, or you might even be feeling a little bit physically sick, and you're forced to kind of stay down and stay inward, because the advice for you is the Two of Swords, yet another inward-looking card, where you're really trying to come to terms with what is important to you. But this is really interesting because Two of Swords, again, is emphasizing the active masculine thinking, active masculine thoughts, beliefs, words even, really. So this has to do with asking yourself questions, literally asking yourself questions, Aries. It's saying, okay, what's important to me right now? Why do I feel that way? How can I see a way forward? This is one situation where you're having to discern between pure intuitive just action and reflective thoughts leading to action. In other words, thinking before you act. This is where you're being really forced to live right now, and I'm not sure it's super comfortable. What's out of control? Six of Wands. Interesting. This is a challenge for you, and there's really nothing you can do to change the challenge except to go through it. And Two of Swords, I really like this card. It just looks so inviting to me, the inner world, to dive into that inner world. We've got the ravens as well, which are thought and memory. So I think this is a really soul-searching time where you're learning how to self-define in a way that goes beyond the just, well, I am because I do, or I feel this way, therefore it is. This is asking you to maybe incorporate more of your opposite, Libra, into why do I act this way? How do I need to be? What is required in this situation? It's really using that mental thoughts before just taking action. So what is the growth opportunity here? Two of Cups. So this is going to help you become a better partner, a better listener, and a better just person to interact with. This is helping you grow in your relationships. And interesting, the High Priestess is also a 2. We had the Two of Swords. So the other, or companionship, duality, the other person is really important here. And so this is about learning how to be that strong partner, learning how to be that strong other. And I don't think this is specifically talking about a romantic relationship. It's kind of talking about all partnerships, all relationships, business and otherwise, or even friendships. That what has happened in the past here? Can you give me a card for the past? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is something having to do with, all right, well, I'm getting that this is having to do with an overindulgent mother, or an overindulgent mother figure. Could have been a grandmother or an aunt, but someone who kind of just let you do what you were going to do and never held you accountable, never questioned you. And right now, your inner kind of wise self, wise man, wise self, doesn't have to be, wisdom is not just masculine, but your inner wise self is saying to you, okay, maybe it's time to take a little more responsibility. Maybe it's time to grow up a little bit and decide what's important to me. Because the other thing is, when you're not told no, then you don't really have a chance to explore what you really want, because you just keep indulging, or just keep going forward into what feels good or what seems right. It's sometimes when we meet a limit that we really understand what our priorities are. And sometimes it's in fighting that limit that we get a stronger sense of self. And I'm feeling like you missed some of that. It's almost like you were over-nurtured. And that's why, going at things through the more feminine way is more comfortable for you. But this is a really big opportunity for you to become a much better partner and a much better person. And so I think this is really exciting. What is the potential outcome, highest potential? Where is this situation headed? Okay, I'm going to have to clarify this. 9 of Swords. I think it's keeping you from a nightmare, actually. It's kind of, yeah, I don't think I need any more cards, actually. I think that this is preventing you from creating a bigger mess, or a big mess in the future where all of a sudden things fall apart and you have no idea where to go next. So it's really, this is a serious card, 9 of Swords. It's strong anxiety, strong dread, a strong, well, it's a loss of direction, as well as being completely consumed by your fears. So, again, you're going to have to contextualize this reading for yourself, but it seems to me like if this lesson doesn't go through, you're going to be stuck in a situation that is really challenging to get yourself out of, because mentally It's like you knew you dug yourself in a hole, but you don't know how to get out, and you have a chance to head this off. I really think in the future, unless this gets resolved, there is going to be a conflict that leads to complete isolation of both people and possible separation. I think I will clarify this anyway. Can you clarify this card for me? Okay, King of Swords, a decision has to be made, or a change or a choice. It almost feels like someone else has to step in and kind of pull you apart, or kind of cause that separation. This might be an event as well. Is the Nine of Swords about separating from the partner? I'm getting a strong yes for that, okay? So Aries, in general, this is about really questioning yourself, really self-reflecting, asking yourself, where are you culpable? Where are you responsible? Where are you not responsible? What's important to you? And what do you expect to get out of this situation? When we ask ourselves these questions, we learn how to rein in parts of our personality and support other parts of our personality. And it isn't just about one person or the other. It's not about only pleasing yourself or only pleasing the other. It's about somehow meeting in the middle. And I think without this inner awareness, what's going to happen is you're going to feel like the situation is taken from you. Something is taken from you, and you won't know how to get it back. And this is a chance to switch that around, where you can come forward with clearer thoughts, with clearer intentions towards what you want out of this situation. And that way, when the future happens, it's not going to feel devastating. You confirm that we're on the right track here. Yeah. Okay, I asked for swords or wands, and we got 10 of swords. So you know, for some with the Two of Swords here, it feels like you may be at an impasse in your relationship, but it's not about the relationship. It's about you learning, you being very clear on who you are, and you being very clear on why certain things are important to you. I really think the why is the essence of this reading here. Why? Why is it important to you? Why do you need it? Why do you feel this way? Once you have that all set, I think circumstances are going to come in to show you what you need to do next. Right now is this time to figure this out. Any other messages from the divine here? So this reflection, this mental reflection, is a different kind of weapon for you, but I want to be very clear with weapon being used in the appropriate manner, not to be aggressive, not to take from someone, but it's more like a defense, more like, I wouldn't keep saying arsenal, just another tool for you to have, okay? And it's for some reason really important that you're cultivating this mental toughness, this mental acuity, mental facility, and willingness to live in the mental realm rather than just jumping into action. It's really interesting the way you're being asked to integrate this opposite energy of air into your fire, Aries. And so this is a challenge, but I do believe that you have everything it takes to rise to this challenge. It is the path for your growth at this time. So Aries, I'm going to close the reading here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are questioning yourself and you need a little help sorting out what you're questioning and helping you kind of string it together in a more logical way, definitely do check out soulguidancewithAdriana.com. I also help if you're in transition, if you're not sure what your soul path is, if it's been a while since you got your chart read and you want to see, are you still on the right track? Please also reach out for those as well. And email is in the description below. I look forward to seeing you soon, Aries.